Hi folks, we are in the woods, not too far away from where I live. I've never been out here before. It's getting windy. Whew. I've been looking forward to getting somewhere to hunker down. Now, this is quite open in here, so I want to get somewhere where I can be a little bit more stealthy. So hopefully after we go up through here, there'll be some thicker stuff or something that I'll notice that we can get behind or get in. But lots of animal trails. I mean, all of this here is just flattened. You can see one going off that way. But look, if you look at this, where I'm stood right now, oh, there's an old, an old metal cable. But yeah, there's unbelievable trails. Let me turn you around. Look at that. All the way up through there, and then you can see that everything's pushed down. You can see up through there underneath that fallen tree, and right out in front of us. So it's going to be a lot of animal activity out here tonight. Good thing is, oh, let me get this back. That'd be a good thing if you can fucking hear me. Oh, no swearing. Good thing is, the chances of a bear or something out here is 10,000 to 1 maybe. It's yeah, there's not many of them this close in. We're kind of like right in the middle of civilization. Wow, look at this. Look, there is a trail. I don't know where that goes to. I'm gonna have to find out where I am in a minute. Get the phone out, have a look at the GPS. I want to make sure that I'm not too close to any sorts of civilization. I know there's houses that way. There's a big old subdivision that way, but that's way on out there. Maybe I'm a little close this way. But I'll keep on trekking and we'll see what we can find. Okay, just left that path. I did have a look on the phone. I'm right where I need to be. I need to head that way slightly to get myself right thick in there. But I'm looking at the ground up ahead now. It's going to start going down, which could be a good thing. Just because then you can see what's on the higher ground, kind of that silhouette kind of thing, although you wouldn't see no silhouette in here. But this is cool. I mean, I haven't done this for like 20 years. So I camp when I go fishing, which is in a tent, nice bed chair, you know, all the amenities. Got the car right next to me with the gas burner and everything else. Okay, right, let's try not to pull the microphone out this time. There, sorry, we're here. But yeah, that's kind of cool. It's been 20 years since I've just picked up stuff and just gone out into the woods. As fit as I used to be, and I know I'm going to have a bad back in the morning. But this is going to be practice, try out new gear, and get ready for some better expeditions, get a little fitter, and yeah, get into this and have some fun. But going back to the animals, there good chance of coyotes, a lot of deer. There's going to be a ton of deer in here tonight. I can just tell by all the tracks. But thank God no bears. Or I better not say that. Probably got a native damn bear in here. No, my luck. Yeah. when you see things like that. Actually, I've got to watch for that, the widowmakers, any trees. I've noticed there's a lot down in here. And you, oh, there you go. Something just went tearing off up through it. It looked like a rabbit, actually. But it might have just been the flash of a deer head. Don't see it now. Okay. But it's probably going to be a very noisy night. Sound travels out here. I've already heard a few things just walking through here. I want to get away from civilization a little bit, and also find somewhere that's like that feels a little secluded. So I see the ground goes down and then back up again over here. That looks like a nice thick area down in between them. See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like a simple lean-to up. So if I was to have it down there and have the back of it here and going down, you wouldn't actually see it from up here. It is green, but we'll have a good look around. I've got plenty of time. Well, I say plenty of time. 2.5 hours. But then I'm going to make a fire, have something to eat, do a little bit of filming, obviously. There's a little like natural like creek here. Okay, of course, these paths could be where the locals bring their dogs for a walk or something, and I could be sat right on one of them. So, really want to kind of get away from that. It's nice woods though. Oh, I see something, darling. Wow. No, that's just such a thick couple of trees next to each other, and over there that actually looks like it's a building, but it's not. Nice big tree, nice big evergreen. Okay. All right, then it slopes off big time here. This looks like a great spot. Now the only trouble is, it's going downhill, so if it rains tonight there is a 40% chance. I mean, look at this. If I didn't have a proper shoulder on me, look at that. Brilliant. But I do have a good shoulder with me, and I just want to stay away from these trails. I think I'm going to go here, but just a little further down, and somewhere where if there's some rain, it's not going to come in and wash me out. Okay, well I think I'm going to drop my pack here and have a look around. So I'll get back up with you in a minute. Okay, back again. I like this place just because I really want to go between these two trees here, this one and that one. I'll be slightly uphill. I've got slight ground's good there for a pillow, or I can go between there and that one, but I don't think they're far enough apart. But I like this. It's a little bit of natural cover. The lie of the land's good. Lay of the land, however you want to say that. Now, I know I'm good that way because I just walked. I walked from there right the way across and then came back up when I seen this. So let's just make sure over here. I'm going to walk about 50 yards or so. And just make sure there's not a path going to someone's house, because I can see the white through there of a house. Should be just far away for him not to hear us. Where's the game trail? It's a nice little. See, these are really nice, but the trouble is the water will get through. You don't need that. So I think we're okay. I don't see any like natural path. That other path that we seen was all the way up there. So I think we're going to go with that. Because if you come down from up there, I'm right there. Oh, sorry. I'm right there. That's my cover. That's up on the ground. There's some nice, decent sized trees here. I am a bit close to that house over there, but I think we'll be okay. So I'm going to go with this. So I will. Oh, actually, let me show you the sleeping bag. If I haven't already shown a couple of clips of me walking through the woods, then let me show you this. There's the rucksack, and the sleeping bag's the same size. I mean, I haven't I haven't done this for a while, and the only stuff I do is fishing, and I take a warm bag with me. So that thing's huge. So a stuff sack is even not going to make much difference to it either. So I need to find an alternative. What can go inside the rucksack, and yeah, go from there. But okay, well, I'm going to go set up and get back up with you in a minute. Okay guys, well, welcome to the channel. This is bipolar survival. It's not because I go and do the Antarctic or the Arctic. It's because I have bipolar. So I haven't been out here for about 20 years. Not this spot, just actually out and camped rough like this. And I've had a major bout of depression and ups and downs and just all over the place. So I thought to chill out, I'm going to come out and spend some time in nature, which already feels fantastic. I can't give much of an intro because I'm set up just over there and I need to go put some food on. I'm hungry, and I've got about an hour and 15 minutes before it gets dark. I have not even made a fire yet. So, but anyway, this channel is going to be just about camping, camping rough, survival. Not so much the old, bug out bags and making sandbag fortresses and all that shit. It's going to be just going out and just stealth camping. Definitely want to do some snow as well, which would be a little less stealth, but going to have to be a little warmer then. But I've got some basic gear. I think I spent like $120. I think that was about it. I do have obviously some gear as well, but yeah, so we're going to stay out here tonight. 40% chance of rain, and you know what, almost, I think I felt some. It's supposed to be about 40% at midnight. It's a little breezy. That'll probably drop as the light goes. Lots and lots of animal trails here, so I'm going to be kept awake a little bit, I think. I do have some protection. When I say animals, there ain't no bears or anything, but I do have my buddy Sig, which some people say, oh, you're bipolar and you managed to get a concealed carry permit? I'm like, yeah, I'm bipolar. So what? It's like, most bipolar people actually hang themselves, not shoot themselves, I think. But yeah, I've got no plans on shooting myself or anybody else. Even when I get in a complete rage, I'd never pull a gun on someone. So let me tell you that bit first. So yeah, I'm okay to have a gun. It's self-defense. But yeah, I think we'll go over more of the channel, maybe in depth when I've got some more time. But this is the first video. I'm not going to hang the channel up with living with bipolar and stuff like that. But each video will have a little bit in there, probably an intro or something. Because it is nice to talk about it and other people that have it. It's a huge help. Just hearing somebody else going through the same shit they are. So same as you surviving guys, going out and spending a night in the woods, how to get through it. It's the same sort of stuff. It's always better when you can see someone else do it. So I'm on a long road to recovery. I won't ever fully recover, but I'll get a whole lot better. But yeah, this is going to be really nice. So I was a little bit apprehensive at first. It's been 20 years. I'm 48. The last time I went out was 28, and I stayed in the woods for 6 weeks. I used to do 6 weeks at a time. Used to love it. Do you know what? I checked for widowmakers around where I'm pitched up, but I didn't check for any here. I don't like the look of that one. But yeah, and I am. Back then I was 180 pounds, 175 pounds. Now I'm 270 pounds, so a hell of a lot different. Out of shape, aches and pains. This sleeping on this ground is going to kill me, but I need to get in shape. And I need to get used to sleeping on the ground. I've not even got a roll sheet yet, a mattress. So that'll be one of the next things I pick up. But for now, just get through what I got. If it gets uncomfortable, I'll go out and grab some pine needles and leaves and stuff. But I'm not that far from the house. My wife dropped me off about half a mile that way, and I jumped out the car and come running in here. A lot of paths in here, the game trails obviously, but there's some paths going to houses over there, and I was going to pitch up over there because the ground goes down and then back up, and I'd like to be on top of it. But there's two downsides to being on top. One, for those houses see me, I think, or could, and the other one is the profile, the print against the. As you're looking up, you can see shapes a lot easier than what you can looking down. So I want to stay near stealth. I don't think anyone's going to come in here, and if they do, it ain't a big deal. I live just over there. Actually, this land here, I pay taxes to live on this land, so I think we're okay. But anyway, I think that's enough for the channel. We'll probably go in as I'm cooking some shit. I'm not one of those ones that, you know, like to watch myself eat and stuff like that, but you need to see a little bit of a fire going and stuff. But I'm going to show you the shelter right now. First time I've put one together for years, and quite like where it is. And again, think stealth. I used to be army, ex-army. And we'll leave it at that. Won't go into what I was and all that shit, because that's got nothing to do with this. Let's put this back in safe. Make sure there's nothing in the way of the trigger, because it's quite easy to get. There we go, nice and safe. All right, I'm going to spin you around and let's go down and have a look. All right, there we are, very low to the ground. This is not one I'm sitting up in. When I cook, I'm going to cook a little bit out from where I'm staying. Have a fire somewhere else. But I like to be low to the ground. When you look up this hill, you're not going to see that. Well, you will, because it's fucking silver inside. But I'll do something about that. I'm going to end up spraying that or doing something to it. But nice little, nice little tarp. Got a bivvy bag, which is going to collect dew like a mofo, but then again, I haven't got a proper one. I'm just doing this on the cheap. Got these done up with these toggles and these knots. Maybe I'll go over that knot at some time as well. Just a amazing knot. But yeah, that's it. And there's my surroundings. Way on downhill. Look, I'm in a place where the water's not going to run down through it. It will run down the low point, which is over there. And then there's another break point there and up over the hill over there. So it'd have to be a lot of rain as well to start sheeting down through here. So I'm probably going to set a fire up maybe here and get a brew on and then start cooking. I got some rice, some vegetables, onions, and a beef stock cube and shit like that. Maybe we'll go over my kit in the morning. Talk a little bit more in depth maybe as I'm packing up, as long as it's not wet. But anyway, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in a few minutes probably while I'm cooking. Onions, garlic, potato, and celery. I've got to take the celery out because that needs to go in afterwards. But we're going to do a vegetable rice stew kind of thing. Something simple. I don't want to carry meat with me. Yeah, I can build a fire in the wrong spot. Still not eaten yet. It's down there. It's been boiling for a while. But I think about another 5 minutes we should be done. We should have some rice, onion, potato, stock, stew kind of thing. Here's just a bunch of shit that was easy to bring with me, dried food and stuff. But yeah, I'm quite happy with where I'm at. There's a lot of let's say ambient noise, I guess. I can see lights of houses up through the trees over there. That's why it's good to be this stealth. Tiny little fire, just enough to cook over. And then once I'm down for the night, even if someone walked through here with a headlight, I don't think they'd actually see me. I'm pretty much dug in. Well, not dug in, but you know what I mean. I'm probably not going to do all of that shit anyway with this channel. You can watch the other videos and learn how to dig in and make other shelters and stuff like that. They're out there. There's some really good tutorials on it. But yeah, I'm not going to go into all of that shit. It's just going to be out here being real. That's what it's going to be. We're also going to do one where it's nothing but me, t-shirt, sweater, cell phone, and car keys and a wallet. That's normally what everyone's got on them. Yeah, all these YouTubers love to go out with a bug out bag and a day bag and all this shit. Well, do you know what? Average Joe, they don't do that. They go out and they get caught, and that's what kills them. So we'll go ahead and we'll do one of those scenarios where I'll go out into the woods. I'm not going to risk my own life. I'll do it somewhere close to the car or close to home. But we'll get out and we'll make a makeshift shelter, try and insulate it best we can. And yeah, do some stuff like that. Do some like real case scenarios, because my neighbours don't have a bug out bag. My in-laws don't. My daughter doesn't. You know, so it's kind of survival of the fittest kind of thing. It's good to be prepared, but you know, the reality of it is that 99% of people are not prepared when they just go out for a hike in the woods. And you think, well, they're on a trail. Well, the thing is, if you want to take a shit, you ain't shitting on the side of the trail. You'll go in and looking at the woods here, I'd have to go probably a good 100 or so yards away to make sure no one sees me shit. Well, you go in at the wrong time of day, go in when it's cloudy, turn a couple of times, try and find the right tree to shit on, and all of a sudden you're lost. That's the kind of scenario. So we'll do one of those. And I've done those a couple of times. I've slept in a hedge many a times where you just you hollow it out from the back and nobody knows you're actually in there. And whatever you've got in your pockets and with you, that's it. I've got pretty damn cold doing it as well, but survived. So okay, well, let's see how my dinner's doing, and I'll check out now and hopefully won't have to see you in the night, where, you know, strange lights and stuff like that. Let's hope not. And see what it's like in the morning. Anyway, good night. Morning, if you can call it that. That was tough. I ain't in my 20s anymore, and yeah, gotta get my brain back in gear for this ship. I came in here too late yesterday, and I rushed around putting the shelter up and then getting something to eat, and I ate it in the dark. And then when I got in the shelter, I noticed it wasn't quite level ground. I picked it so the water drainage was good. Well, this here is nice and level. That bit there isn't, and that's where I slept. And it was a nightmare. Let me go and cover the fire up a minute. It is completely out. Don't want any signs of me being here. Put everything back like it was. No obvious disturbances. So yeah, my sleeping bag is soaking wet, and it rained last night, but it didn't get my sleeping bag. The sleeping bag's there because of my bivvy bag, which I did think was going to happen. So, but my sleeping bag right now is over there, and it weighs about 5 pounds more than it did when I came in here yesterday, maybe more. But oh god, yes, soaked. If I was staying out here another night, it wouldn't matter so much. But because I'd leave it there to dry, as long as it, you know, obviously if it rains it's even worse. But the bivvy bag I got is for emergencies, and that's what I need to use it for, just emergencies. I need to get a proper one. And, yeah, and then the biggest thing on my shopping list, is going to be a roll mat. Not even a roll mat. I'm going to have an inflatable mattress, which you can get those ones that self-inflate. Because I think, let's see, I was in my bag at about 7 o'clock last night, and then got out of my bag this morning, which would have been 6 o'clock. Well, would have been 7 o'clock, but the clocks went back to 12 hours. And I'd say in that 12 hours I got an hour of sleep maybe. Tossing and turning and just in agony. The funny thing was, I don't get the back pain that I normally do from just sleeping in a strange bed. I don't have that at all. I'm up and I'm out and I'm walking around real good. It was just the sheer bulk of my fat ass just pushing down on either side on this hard ground. If it weren't for that, I would have slept like a baby. Woke up every 3 hours wishing I had a tit in my mouth. Or woke up crying where I'd shit myself. Either way, I was sleeping like a baby. But yeah, not really much animal activity last night either. I said I maybe slept an hour, but the rest of it didn't really hear nothing. The wind was, 1 minute it'd be calm, next minute it would, you know, put up a gust. And then the only thing I heard of this morning, I'm sure it was a white-tailed deer, was probably about, I'd say 100, 150 yards that way, and it was there barking like a bitch. And then I heard it then running around, and then there was another one about 20 minutes ago over here. I haven't made coffee, haven't made anything, didn't want to get a fire together, although everything's still dry. I could have got it. But I just want to pack up and get this wet stuff home. I said I live a 5-minute walk from here, so I want to get out now before the neighbours wondering why Chris is walking down the road with a backpack and a sleeping bag and a water bottle. Oh, there we go. There, here's something now. That's it, a couple of noises, that's it. Well, I'm going to try and put that beast of a sleeping bag back into the bag it goes into, and that is a nightmare in itself when the bag is dry. So when I get home, I'm going to go on to Amazon and look for a lightweight sleeping bag, a roll mat, and something in the way of kind of like a Gore-Tex bivy bag or something breathable. And then we'll go from there. Of course, I think that's going to be expensive. That'd be more, probably just the sleeping bag I want to get. It's probably more than the kit that I've bought right now. So, but everything, I love the shoulder. The shoulder was great. And I do love staying close to the ground like that with a low profile. But, again, this is just lack of, I guess I should have watched some YouTube videos myself. But it's just lack of practice, forgotten a few things. But yeah, next time I have one, I'm going to have it kind of a half lean to, get it up fairly high and just slope it down at the front. It's a nice bit of kit though. It went all the way back and curled around and gave me the ground sheet as well. But I do need a little bit extra and some other way of erecting it as well, because in the middle of the night it was sagged down, touching my face in a couple of places, which I don't mind. But yeah, just but this is what this is for. This is a trial run. Good time of year to do it. It's a great night to do it. It was upper 40s last night of a low. It's actually cooler now with this bit of breeze coming in than what it was all night. So yeah, I think that's about it. I may tack something on the end of this later because I might forget something. But apart from that, everything worked pretty good. I need to go through my gear at some time. I guess I can do that like in the garage or something maybe later and tack it onto the end of this video. Just to because I'm gonna have to get some of it out to dry it anyway. And it kind of just show you just the cheap shit that I picked up. I got the good old Ozark Trail Walmart knife, the $9.99 knife, the paracord handle. But then I don't really need it for much more. I did get a nice little saw off of Amazon, a nice little hand saw, which I did use last night to cut myself some wood, as you can see right there. And it worked right there. And it worked quite well. And the knife was razor sharp. It was pretty sharp when I got it, but then I went ahead and put it on the stones and sharpened it myself, and took a lot more of the black coating off, getting the angle I wanted. And the metal isn't that bad. It's not that soft. It's not as soft as what I thought it would be. I think it'll hold an edge for a little bit. Not crazy, but just I think it'll be okay. I'm not really going to do a review of it. I think there's enough on there to say bad things about it, but you know what? It is what it is. It's a blade. It's lightweight. It does have a striker on it. I didn't use it because of the time that I had. It was I put that fire together just like moments before it got dark, so I wasn't going to dick around with that. And do you know what? Survival's not just about coming out here and being clever and look at me, I've got a fire lighter. You know what? Survival's about being out here and lighting that fire real damn quick with a cigarette lighter. That's survival. Do everything you can to make it better for yourself. And not everyone's got a ferrous rod and a knife on them when they leave their car. But if you're a smoker, you have. And I say the leaving the car scenario, I'm going to do that one night. Just leave the car there, walk off into the woods, and then try and get a night's sleep, making a shelter. I may have ran out of decent weather to do that, so maybe that'd be something to do in the spring or something, but that's still kind of mild enough. Why do I say that? Do you know what? It's the perfect time. I need to do it now. It's the perfect time because it's full, and this is when people go out to walk in the woods when it's full. Look at the change of colours, and this is when their asses can get caught out. So, yeah, that's coming up real soon then. I'll have to be in the next week or two. But yeah, this is my first video, and I am signing off. And where we started was it's bipolar survival. The bipolar part, last night was great. That's what I need to do. You're focused on something else. Focus on getting warm. Focus on having something to eat. Focus on building a fire, putting up a shelter. You stay focused, and then when you go to relax, there is nothing else. There's no one around. Yeah, it's a little weird. If you don't do this much and you're thinking about doing this, the weirdest thing for you is going to be being out here with all the sounds, because it took me a little bit longer last night to kind of get used to that. You're kind of on edge, you know, you hear a couple of leaves and you're like, oh shit, what's that? And the way I tell myself is that last night is exactly the same as what it is right now, except I couldn't see it very well, or couldn't see it at all. If you tell yourself that, it's not so bad. But of course, not knowing what's there. Oh, I've got to sneeze. Don't sneeze, you fucker. Don't sneeze. I don't want to sneeze. I ain't editing this shit out. That's another thing I don't do. I don't edit. I'm pretty good video editing, but I'm not doing it. This is going to be it's going to be raw. But yeah, the strangest thing is getting back into being out in the middle of the woods on your own. Normally I'm next to a lake fishing, so you kind of focused on that, and I've got a tent and everything else. Having a tent makes a big difference than being just laid out in the woods on your own. And I'm in a strange country. Strange country. I've lived here 18 years. But what I mean is, doing this, staying out here, is something I've never done before. So coming out in the woods here, I don't really know what